Hey everyone, I hope all of you guys are doing good and staying safe. So in the previous video, we took a look at an architecture diagram, which gave us in detail an explanation about a site-to-site VPN connection. In this video, I'm going to just go through how do you create a site-to-site VPN connection, but then I'm not going to create it. I'm just going to walk you through some of the options that you have in regards to your virtual private gateway, customer gateway, and so on. So we are right now logged into the AWS console and we are in the VPC dashboard. And under the VPN related section on the left side navigation bar, you have customer gateways, virtual private gateways, and site-to-site VPN connection. So the first thing I'm going to walk you through is the on-premises networks customer gateway device representation on the AWS, and how do you do it on the AWS side of things. So you create the customer gateway, you provide the name for your customer gateway, choose whether your customer gateway device supports BGP for dynamic routing or does it support only static routing. If it supports dynamic routing, you have to provide your BGP's ASN number on your customer gateway device, which is being allocated by IANA, which we saw previously. And if you're using static routing, you don't need to specify that. You need to specify the public IP address or the publicly reachable IP address of your customer gateway device. And if you're using, in terms of authentication, any certificates, you need to provide a certificate ARN, but if not, just leave it as blank and then create your customer gateway device. So that's the first step. So once you create the customer gateway device, the next step that you have to do is create a virtual private gateway on the AWS side of things for your AWS network. So create the virtual private gateway, provide it a name, and then choose whether you would like to go with Amazon default ASN number, which is automatically allocated by AWS, or you can go with a custom ASN number for your virtual private gateway. And once you're done, create the virtual private gateway. And then when you click on actions, you can attach it to your respective VPC. And once you attach it to your VPC, your virtual private gateway is ready to go. And then the third step in terms of establishing this connection is to create something called as a site-to-site VPN connection. And when you create a VPN connection, give it a name tag, choose whether you are using a virtual private gateway or a transit gateway. In this particular walkthrough, we are using a virtual private gateway. And in the virtual private gateway, from the dropdown, choose it and choose whether you are using your customer gateway. From the dropdown, choose your customer gateway. And then choose whether you are going to go ahead and use a dynamic routing or static routing. So with your customer gateway device, if you have already chosen static routing, continue with static routing option over here. Or if you have chosen dynamic routing, continue with dynamic routing option over here. And leave all of the other settings as blank. But even if you want, you can go ahead and configure specific encryption settings or encryption algorithms for your phase 1 for tunnel 1 and phase 2 for tunnel 1, and the same that you can configure for phase 1 and phase 2 of your IKE or Internet Key Exchange for your tunnel 2. If you use the default options, AWS is going to auto-generate all of this for you and support all of the respective algorithms in terms of encrypting all of your data that goes through this tunnel. So this is all that you have to do in regards to setting up a site-to-site VPN connection. And once you have done this, all you have to do is click on download configuration, choose the respective device which is on your on-premise network, whether it's a Cisco device, a Palo Alto device, a Juniper device, or whether it's OpenSwan or LibreSwan, whatever it may be. Choose that respective device, download that configuration, and in the next video, I'll show you as to how that configuration looks like and what you can configure on your customer gateway device to establish the tunnels and for the tunnels to come successfully up and running, to establish this connectivity between your AWS network and your on-premise network. And then you can just go ahead and use private connectivity between both of your networks. So in the next video, I'll show you a sample configuration that I did for LibreSwan. I have that configuration file with me. It is a step-by-step walkthrough of what you need to configure on your customer gateway device. I'll see you in the next video.